Hey guys, this is Ryan from the Audio Shack, and we're going to be showing you how to install the new ES44 FDL12 sound set. Now, if you're watching this, I want to thank you for purchasing our third product for Train Simulator 2015. We'll definitely, once Train Simulator 2016 comes out, we'll continue putting out stuff for 2016, and then as well as people who don't decide to upgrade 2015, it should still work the same nonetheless. But anyways, if you're watching this, like I said, you probably purchased the FDL12 and you want to know how to install it. So we're gonna get to that, but first I'm gonna discuss what's in the folder here. Basically, this sound set is a complete overhaul of the standard Railworks or Train Simulators ES44 sounds. Wasn't happy with the quality that they were putting out with the GEVO, so I decided to make my own. It almost basically replaces the entire sound set. It still requires some sounds. Preferably, you would probably need the Stevens Pass route, but it's only for very, very, very slight amount of sounds. Nothing major. So if you don't have the Stevens Pass route, that's fine. Basically, everything should still work the same. I'll have to look into and see what exactly you would need. But nonetheless, complete overhaul. And then in the cab, we've got complete new cab sounds. ES44s were not equipped with cab sounds. Managed to get that to work, and works pretty well in my opinion. So that works. And then we also have 5 different horns. You have a K5LA with an air bell or an option with an e-bell. You also have a Nathan Airchime Newcast P5 with an e-bell. You have a Nathan Airchime K5HL. This is the very first generation of K5HLs. So what they were coming out with in the beginning, when the GEVO started rolling out on the rolling out the production lines and onto the main lines, this is what the original horn was. The second one is a micro precision, first generation or second generation. I think it's a first generation K5HL. Basically, it's the company who took over from Nathan Airchimes, and this is their casting of a K5HL. Really low tone ish. The pitch fluctuates on the outside. You'll once you play it, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But it's one of those when they started changing the horns. And then this one is the current one, Micro Precision K5HL E-Bell. That is the very current one that they're rolling. The GEVOs are rolling off of the production lines with this. So if you see a brand new GEVO, basically this is right here is going to be the horn. So yeah, that's basically it right there. So now we're gonna show ahead and install it. So basically, let's see here. Which one is which? Let me see what this is. Oh, there's 2 of the same. Doesn't matter. We're just gonna close that out. What you're gonna need to do is, of course, go to your RLSW audio sounds audio folder, and what you want to do is extract this folder. I extracted to a folder on my desktop, but you can directly extract it into your RLSW audio folder. So once that's in there, you're good to go. Now there's also one step that you have to follow closely if you want the startup to work right. We don't have any shutdown sounds for the GEVOs. That's the only downside to this sound pack. There's no shutdown sounds. If someone can get a shutdown sound or acquire one, a good quality one, and send it to us, I will be happy to update the sound set, and then whoever buys it, reissue them a patch for it, which will have the shutdown in it. But right now, we only have startups. So I don't want to just hold the sound set back because we didn't have a shutdown sound. So if you shut it down, it's not going to sound realistic. I understand that, but the startup is spot on. So we're gonna first we're gonna go into the folder now that's been newly extracted into your RLSW, and you're gonna have a proxy XML file for the class ES44, and then you're going to have a cab one. And then in the horn folders, you're going to have one class ES44 horn for each individual horn. So this sound set is not just for one ES44. This can be used with the Canadian Pacific GEVOs, the CSX GEVOs, Union Pacific, BNSF, so on and so forth. This doesn't limit what you can use on the what GEVO you can use. Now, I don't know if these will work with the default GEVOs, that the very, very, very first GEVOs that came out with Railworks. I don't use those, so I really don't know if they would work or not. But these are for the all the GEVOs that came after the Sherman Hill. So everything from Sherman Hill to present, these will work. That's when they redid the GEVOs and made them look a lot better, in my opinion. So we're just going to use the Pennsylvania cold route, or the I think this was called Pennsylvania cold route. But we're gonna use those GEVOs for now for a demonstration, and then I'll do one more to show you how to get to everything. But I'm not gonna do each individual GEVOs because I don't have all the GEVOs that were released with Train Simulator. So we're just going to do a couple to give you familiarization on how to install this, and then you can go through and do it to all the other ones that you have if you want to do so. So right now we're going to go to the pen code folder, which is in your assets RSC pen code. And then, like I said before in the previous video, some people like to extract what's in the AP file and delete it. That's fine. Should work either way. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to go in here into the audio folders and find the GEVO sounds, and we're going to replace the proxy XML files first. So we're going to go into rail vehicles, well, audio, then rail vehicles, and then we're going to diesel, and then we're going to go to ES44. I actually changed the sounds in ES44 DCs, but that didn't do anything. The GEVOs use this sound folder, the ES44, nothing else after ES44. So you want to use that. And then I'm going to minimize this, and I'm going to bring this over. And we're going to go to the main folder here, not in the cab subfolder. And what you want to do is you want to click and drag, or if you have everything extracted, copy and paste. You don't want to click and drag if you have everything extracted, because all that's going to do is it's going to move the proxy XML file from the RLSW audio folder. The sounds still work, but I would advise that copying and pasting would be better, because if Railworks issues an update or anything and you have to re-download stuff for whatever GEVOs, whatever, it's gonna override that proxy XML, and you won't have a copy in that folder. Granted, if you save the zip file, it will still be in there, but if you just extract and delete the zip file, then you're gonna be out of luck. So I would prefer that everyone copies and then paste into your folder. So I'm just going to do this myself. You're going to do paste, fastest. You do whatever, select however fast you want to go. And then that's going to do this job here. So we're going to sit here and wait for that to get done, because it sometimes takes forever. Come on. Come on. I don't know why it takes forever sometimes. Sometimes it's lightning fast, other times it's like, a snail pace. But it is what it is. So you just gotta be patient and sit and wait. And wait some more. Come on. Come on. Alright, there we go. Alright. So now that that's in there, you've basically got the base engine sounds for interior and exterior all set up. Now you need to get the cab set up. So now we're going to go into here and copy, once again, and file, paste from clipboard or drag or whatever, but like I said, preferably copy and paste just to be sure. See, there you go, lightning fast. Now you have the option of choosing what horn you have, whatever horn you want to use on your GEVOs. You can use whatever horn you want. Use K5HL, K5LA, first gen K5HL, Newcast P5, whatever. You can use whatever you want. So right now, I'm not going to change it, but basically copy and paste. I have the P5 set up for the NS GEVOs. Some NS GEVOs have P5s, but I don't think they have them on the ACs. But whatever, I don't care. So I like this horn a lot. This is actually one of my favorite. So we're gonna you're gonna copy and then paste from clipboard, fast, normal, whatever. I'm not gonna, it's already in there, and sit there and let it do its thing. Then you're done with that. Now we're gonna do something a little bit more challenging. Like I said, just pay close attention, and everything should work. So you have your GEVO sound set up to whatever GEVOs you want, or you can do the other GEVOs as well. But now you're going to need to change something which will allow the startup to play correctly. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go out of your RSLW folder or open up another window, which would be preferable for me. So I'm going to use the Pencol one because I don't need it right now. What you want to do is you want to go to your main RailWorks folder, the main folder, and then you want to scroll down until you see an SERZ, and we're just going to hold off of that for a second, and then we're going to go back into the AP file, and we're going to select rail vehicles. Then you want to do diesel, do whatever, do the ES44 AC, if there's a DC, whatever, just click that, do default, and then do simulations. Now, I'm going to use this folder, which actually now comes in handy right here. Let's see. Let's bring that up. And then we're going to bring this up. Actually, I got two of these open. Why do I have two of them open? Oh, whatever. You want to extract this bin file, this ES44 engine simulation file. You need to, if you already have, like I said, if you extract your AP file, then copy it. And we're going to do this file, copy to clipboard. We're going to paste it into a separate folder. Now, what you need to do is take this folder, make sure you have this window smaller, or have the window that the file is in maximize. Have this one on a just a smaller window size like this. You want to take this folder and you want to drag it over and on top to the SERZ, and then just drop it on top of that, and then lightning fast something happened, and then in your folder that you dragged it from, an XML file will show up. Now you can open this up with Microsoft Word, Notepad, WordPad, whatever. Just open it up. I have mine set to Notepad because it keeps everything in a good uniform order. Now you want to scroll down, or you can actually do this. Whatever program you're using, try to find the word search or find tool and type in startup. And then click find next. And then it's going to take you to the startup time. You can type in startup time if you want to, but it's going to take you to this. You need to find this particular line. I looked, all the GEVOs that I've changed in my folder are basically the same. There's some that are a little bit different, but nonetheless they still work. You need to find startup time, and you need to scroll over. You need to look over to here with the time on here, and you should have one should say like 9 something, and then the shutdown should be 8.5. You want to change that 9.5 to 62. Just straight 62. That's 62 seconds, which is about the time that the idle sound, the startup sound comes on. It allows it to play it, and then once 62 seconds is over, then the main engine idle sound will come on, but it's all blended together to where you don't even hear the exchange. So actually, hold on, let me do something real quick. Sorry guys, let me do that. All right. So now that you have that done, basically you're gonna need to close and save. I'm gonna save it, but really don't need to. You're gonna need to delete, or actually take this engine simulation bin file, take it, move it out of the folder, save it as a copy, as a backup. So if you did something wrong, doesn't work, you have a backup where you can just throw it in there, throw it back in there, and it'll be as a default. But like I said, backup, and save. So I'm just gonna delete this because I already got backups on backups of these. So I'm just gonna delete that, and then you're gonna go back to your rowers folder, and you're gonna drag this XML file over the SERZ, and voila, another one appears. And that one basically is the compressed version of the XML. Then you want to go into your pincol, if you have pincol or whatever GEVO you have, and you want to copy it. I don't want to drag because I usually just click and drag because I don't extract anything, but just for this video, copy, file paste from clipboard, fast as normal, do all that. I'm gonna hit cancel, but then you're gonna hit OK though, and then you're gonna let it do its thing, and then boom, you're ready to go. You have the GEVO sounds installed. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna show you guys to make sure, so you guys can understand how simple it is to actually find the engine simulation here. So we're gonna close that one out, and we're gonna close out the extra one I have there, and we're gonna go back into the asset folder here, and we're going to go into the RSC folder because that's where all the GEVOs mainly are. So we're going to do we'll do the Marias Pass GEVOs. Marias Pass isn't in a AP file. That was before they started doing AP files. So you, usually, unless I think, yeah, that was before they started doing AP files. So you just have the folders. So what you want to do is, again, go to Rail Vehicles, Diesel, ES44DC, BNSF, and then look for the simulation folder. And then there's your engine simulation. You do the exact same process that I just explained to you to that, and then copy paste it back in there. Make sure you have a backup, the original one, if something goes wrong, and then you're good to go. I'll show you one more. There's an ES44 pack. There it is. The ES44 pack that came with the Pacific Surfliner back whenever, don't remember, it was a long time ago. Open that up. You've got rail vehicles, BNSF, simulations, voila. So just remember those steps, and like I said, make sure you have backups though, because you don't want to get all screwed up and then you're not going to be able to run your ES44s. So that basically should be it. Oh, that's what I was going to show you. Audios, rail vehicles, diesel, ES44, diesel again, ES44 is really embedded in there. There's your sound folders for that. Do whatever you did for this right here. Copy the class ES44 in there. Cab, go in there, copy the cab one into there, and then the horn, open the folder, copy whatever horn that you would prefer to be on those ES44s into there. Save, done. It's really self-explanatory once you've done it. Once you at least get it down once, basically you can do it again for every other one. Sherman Hill, audio, rail vehicles, diesel, ES44, boom. Cab, boom, horn, replace, save, you're good to go. Rail vehicles, diesel, ES44ACs, default, voila. Voila. Extract to another folder, backup, convert, open up, change, save, and then convert back, and then copy and paste in there. Good to go. So like I said, self-explanatory. I hope this really helps you guys install this. I feel that it's better than readmes, and trying to explain it in words. It's better just to have an actual visual demonstration. That's the way I learn on things, is someone actually shows me visually. So yep, like I said, I hope you guys enjoy the pack. I'll be posting more stuff in the coming weeks for new sounds, as well as hopefully I'll be putting out another video real quick. If you have the BNSF racetrack, I have a crossing gate fix where the crossing gates aren't just like they just sporadically come on and they're really loud. I actually have it set to where it fades in and fades out with the proper e-bell that's supposed to be on the racetrack. So that video's not up today. That means that I probably got sidetracked, but it'll be up in the coming week or this weekend. So like I said, hope you guys enjoy the sounds. Leave your feedback. Railworks America, and our Facebook page will be in the link below. Email us, whatever. Like I said, we really do enjoy working on the stuff for you guys. Also coming up for the New Jersey coastline, just thought about that. Right after this video is over, I'm probably going to get to work on the Comet 5 sounds. Those are basically going to be really easy to do because there's no engine sounds, and I have a pretty good SMS setup, not SMS, I think MSTS, proxy XML file set up for that. And then try to get the bass sounds down for the F40 PH-2 cat. Those are probably the Comet Cap. I'll probably hold back both sound sets until release day of the New Jersey coastline, so I can see how the HEP is set up on the cats. But the ALP45 probably just gonna be a horn replacement until I can actually get some proper sounds for it, because I have no idea what they sound like in cab, nor do not know what the engine sounds like. So that's just gonna be I don't want to put anything out inaccurate. So like I said, hope you guys enjoy sounds. That's basically it. See you guys later. Peace.